Hello, everybody. I am Deborah Leigh. I will be your psychic love doctor for approximately the next 30 minutes. I want to tell you that it's a pleasure to be here for the maiden voyage of the Psychic Love Doctor show. Joining me, of course, is my, what do you prefer, Jim? Co-host,
Call me anything.
jack of all trades.
Yep. Just don't call me any foul words.
All right. We'll save those for later.
But actually, I don't even care about those.
Jimbo's here.
Yep, roger that.
And he adds quite a bit to the show, which may seem debatable at the very start here. Anyway,
it is what it is.
Remind everyone who is listening, those of you who are new to our show, especially you, that we are using ordinary playing cards as the focal point for intuitive perception. This is a method my grandmother taught me well over 30 years ago. And she called it personal prophecy. Now, I've done a lot of research over the years. Prior to computers, it was a little challenging to try and get enough information. Yes, there are many different card reading methods using playing cards. However, what sets personal prophecy apart from the others, I believe, is that it is a very dynamic, literal, and life-changing system that can really help you guide your life from dark days to sunny days. And I mean in the sense of your own perspective on life. Okay, there's a lot of you that's going to come through in these cards. And I will be more than happy to admit I've actually seen miracles occur as a result of this method. I do not take any credit thing. Divine intervention has often been witnessed in the cards. Now, it's important to remember that we are conducting tarot card readings. Often people misinterpret the method as tarot. It's important to make that distinction. These are also not oracle cards. What we're going to do is use a layout of 24 cards, which is the same layout that I use with my audience, with my private clientele. And
it's an audience of one. That's it's all right.
And this way, it's the same format. Okay, we can do some fancy tricks, parlor tricks, other types of readings, but this is the one I stick to. And I'll tell you, there's a lot of therapeutic healing that comes through these cards. So it's going to be my honor to be able to share with you the legacy that my grandmother gave me. We're going to actually work a lot with the tools of choice and change. Now, you may not think that these two very different tools could actually be that vital to the success and happiness in your life. The alternative is, if you think about it, you're simply going haphazardly through life where you are not in command of your own choices and the changes you bring to your life. You are at the mercy of the choices and the changes that others make, which impact your life. So I know this might seem a lot to remember immediately, but you'll catch on as we do more shows. And the cards will illustrate how important viewpoint, emotional, I would say, perspective is, the energy that you project, and of course, that all important element that is manifesting, as others call the law of attraction. These cards can be extremely well used in manifesting the lives we really want for ourselves. So now I will turn you over to Jimbo, and he's going to tell you how to have a fantastic phone call with us.
Yes, indeed, folks. Thank you for joining us tonight. I want to remind everybody that this show is for informational and educational purposes only. And I will let it be known, folks, for everybody that gets a hold of us, calls in for a reading. If you're international, we're going to give you a little international shout out. We kind of like to do that being here in North America on the East Coast, United States. We like to give international shout out. And we even do give Canada international love. Even though they share the same, and people that are in Alaska and Hawaii, even though they're United States, we kind of throw them a bonus, international-ish.
In Puerto Rico.
Little flip, Puerto Rico and lots of other places. Yes, indeed. Yes, folks, if you are listening and you want a reading, their numbers are available. The A1R Psychic Radio website's got great list of phone numbers. I checked it out myself. All the locales are covered. So please do call. Get your name in the queue. Get your number in the queue, I should say. Hey, I would like to say one thing and one thing only. There is going to be a point when you get your reading tonight when you shall hear this sound.
Hello.
You will hear it. I didn't lie to you. It's a harp sound if you didn't hear it anyway. You'll hear the sound of harps. It's our nice way of saying that we're wrapping up your reading. Don't want to yell and scream and throw tantrums. So we just want to say, hey, so it's not instantly shutting down, but it's wrapping up and we're going to let it end. But before you depart, I have an oracle deck in tonight's flavor because we have several one. This is Archangel's Michael, his Sword of Light oracle deck. It's pretty cool, but I'm going to make it quickly. I'm going to have a single card ready for you, or if I'm daydreaming, I'll draw it right when Deb cues me. Sometimes I forget. And I'll give you a reading from Archangel Michael. And these are good cards, visual messages, everything. Sometimes he brings in another archangel. So that's kind of cool. So.
All right. Well, I would like to add before we jump in and start taking those phone calls from all of you is that I was initially discovered by a scout from America Online. It wasn't AOL back in 1996. I believe I would simply go on, start a chat room, and get quite a following of these readings. Well, AOL offered me, those of you who are old to remember, AOL had a separate on its website called Astronet, and I work exclusively. Then came village.com, women.com, and bzones.com. These were syndicated agreements that I had with these various.
Interesting, because a website called women.com sounds very interesting to me.
Oh.
But apparently not for the same reason. I got you there. All right.
I just want you all to have a history. And as far as the track record, well, Jim will vote for me. They're really.
You shall find out yourself.
Yeah, they certainly will.
And I believe we should let Judy, who's calling us from St. Louis, Missouri, find out our first caller. Welcome to the show, Judy.
Hello, Judy. It's
Thank you so much. How are you guys? Oh, thank you so much.
I'm a little nervous. It's our very first show.
Speak for yourself, Deb.
Hey, I'm enjoying it already.
Oh, thank you.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you. We're not your usual ooey type of psychic show. We try to keep everything very down to earth, a common man kind of thing. You know, others have lofty ideals, and hey, I'm not going to kick the shovel out of anybody's hand.
Right, and we'll be here each and every week at the same time. But now this is Judy's time, so she should.
Yes, Judy.
We don't want to infringe on time.
Proceed. Tell us a little about you.
And what would you like to know or ask or find out?
You know what? I want to know what the spirits want me to know.
Okay, well, you got to throw some background because this is not gypsies with crystal balls. A little bit about, a tiny bit about your life might help that out.
Until such a future time that I've built a spiritual connection.
Yeah, if you become a regular caller, she'll know lots of things based on his reading. So
I don't even need your question. I'll already know.
I'm
go away here. But yeah, go ahead.
I have 4 adult children and I have 6 wonderful, love of my life grandkids. I like my children. I just love my grandkids. So
Oh, wonderful.
So,
And are you
and
are you in a relationship or a single grandma?
no, I'm married. I'm married. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm laying the cards out for you right now. So give me a moment.
Awesome.
Yes, cards are going
Yeah,
down.
they'll tell us.
Yeah, I know. You are watching us too, right? Is that correct?
I'm
Or you
not
were?
now because
Okay.
I'm on my cell phone, so I can't do both.
That's true. That's true. I keep forgetting
Yeah,
that.
maybe.
You know, a lot of folks. You know, there's a lot of folks that, believe it or not, really don't. They have computers, but they don't use them as much because their phone does everything for
Oh,
them.
that's true.
Especially a good phone. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, a good phone. Crappy phone.
Exactly.
That's a whole different ballgame. But that's cool. All right. Anyway, you can't really see the cards going down, but you can see your hands move. It's a poker deck. You can go buy them like Hoyle or Bicycle. I don't know, which one do you like best? The bicycles, right?
Bicycles.
She likes Bicycle. I think Hoyle and Bicycle, they're the same, but who am I? I'm not the reader here. They feel good in her hands. And, you know, she doesn't play poker. She could because she's psychic.
Give me a
Just
moment.
kidding.
Yeah, there you go.
Judy, you are quite a deep thinking young lady. You have,
You think?
I do. I also think that you've
Okay.
had many, many lifetimes. And sometime we can do a mediumship reading on your past lives. But you are in this life, and I feel there's a sense of an old soul quality about you. You may not even feel it as yet. It might take more time for you to realize the true capability and the impact of that your birth and your existence is going to have, particularly in the lives of your own children and their children. You have a couple of geniuses there in the mix of those grandchildren. Judy, just want to say you have truly special cards. You're a special lady and you have quite a calling for your future. So when you listen to the replay, you'll get more details on that.
Yes,
Great. Thank you so much.
and awesome.
Leave us yet.
Yeah, do not leave us, Judy, because I am drawing you an oracle card.
About the
Okay.
Well, that's fine. Oh, there, she heard that. Yeah. All right. I did the harp sound. So
Okay.
yes, I did. I did do the harp sound. I did the sound of the harp.
There it is.
It is. All
You
right.
guys are a riot. I love you guys.
I have an archangel Michael. Remember, I am the messenger. So if you don't like this card, you can't shoot me. But anyway, Archangel Michael doesn't give bad messages. He is the right hand man of God. He's not even a man. Archangels were never men, they say. But let's not get into that. Time's ticking. And Judy would like to know, her message is Archangel Michael says, get your power back. And he says, you have forgotten who you are. You are a child of the divine. So take back your power.
You betcha.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. You guys are wonderful. Thank you for letting me be part of your first show.
Well, we appreciate having you and hope you will be a constant caller when
Yes.
you can.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Yes, Judy was.
That's a great way to start out. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. All right. We have we got like 5 minutes ish, but we can get April in San Diego.
Oh, hello there.
Hello.
Hey, welcome.
Hi. Thank you. Welcome. Yes.
Well, it's wonderful to have you with us.
So did you listen to the first reading?
What I could hear, some of the audio was coming in and out.
Well, we won't do that ever again.
We will fix that.
Yes, well, it is fixed now, but it doesn't do any good now. So
it's called technology.
it is. It is. And this is the first time we've done this type of show with Zoom, but we don't want to waste too much time.
Yep. We have to make yours a bit quickie.
A little quickie, but ask us what you would like to know from the cards and give it a little background.
I'd just like to probably future what it holds for me.
Okay, and tell us just a quick little thing about your life, your current state. That'll
My
help.
current state, okay, is I'm a senior. I had a beautiful puppy for 18 years that I had to put to sleep about almost a year ago.
That's horrible.
I had
horrible. Yep.
Yeah,
we
but
are dog owners. We've had
I've been
dogs.
Ah, yes. And then just this past November, I had a total knee replacement, and I'm moving on.
I
Wow.
would like to ask you, and I was going to ask you if you had a magic wand. We're going to do a tiny little bit of life coaching here.
Okay.
If you had a magic wand, what would you like to make appear in your future?
In my future, let's see, an abundance, um,
Yeah. Okay.
l- abundance, and a life partner, travel, and somewhere really sweet to live.
Well, I think that sounds wonderful. And I would join you in that because for a bucket list, at least, it's fantastic. Let's see what the cards have to say for you. Now, one thing I did not mention to everyone as I'm laying out April's cards, I did not mention that the cards are mainly focused on potential. The cards are not going to lead you astray into making choices and changes that simply would be damaging or negative for your life. They're going to always point you in the direction of what truly has the potential to become reality in your life. And that by having this pre knowledge, you're able to create the reality you want through manifesting, through having faith and believing. Grandma used to say, she told me all the time, to dream is to believe. And if you believe something's possible, it's going to happen for you. Now, of course, that doesn't mean you're going to, be an ice skater in the ice capades or something like that. It's going to mean more about happiness, serenity, peace, joy, love. What I have for you is, oh my goodness, you are going to be such a lady on the go. And I'm going to go along here a little bit, say within 3 years. All right. I don't want to say it's going to happen tomorrow or next week or even by Christmas, but I just want you to know that you have a future where all of those aspects are going to be realized. One will be travel. And I feel that is going to really fulfill so much inside of you to get out there, see the world, meet people. Just come through in your cards as quite a people person, very social in the sense of creating great relationships with others. All right, I know, Jim, I got to kind of hurry.
Yep. 2-minute warning.
Okay, so there is a partner coming for you. And oh my goodness, we are talking about a real love relationship here, like of the century. And I don't often get to say that. And all that you are wishing also includes being married.
Holy guacamole.
Yeah. So next time,
Holy guacamole's right.
we'll talk more next
That's a
time.
big deal, getting married.
Yeah, that
Which
is
is
a big deal.
Of course. It is, yeah.
It's hard.
I am a master of understatement. All right. Yes, we are getting close to the 1-minute mark. So I would like to give
Yes.
your Archangel Michael card. And he says, Michael says, the way forward is open. And his message is, you're not trapped. Possibilities and opportunities are abound. I will guide you to personal and spiritual freedom.
Now that's lovely.
What's from Michael, too? I'm just a
Yeah.
messenger.
I also want to mention before we have to get off the air here is I am the author of a book that was published in England, and the book is called The Message, Your Secrets in the Cards. You can find it at just about every online bookseller, and it does contain lessons on how to learn this for yourself. So with that, Jim, is it adios time?
It is time to bid you farewell. We will be here, same bat channel, same bat time. Yes,
Everybody, it's a pleasure.
it is indeed. Thank you for joining us and suffering through our initial issues.
Yeah.